In this tutorial, you will learn how to apply labels and to remove labels from devices and subscribers. The creation of new labels is an admin function and will be covered in the second labels tutorial. In this lesson, we're strictly applying labels that have already been created. Labels that have already been applied to devices and subscribers appear here, as well as up above. And also, if I go back to the landing page you see just after logging in, they appear here too in these columns at the far right. Next, let's open a specific subscriber record and begin by labeling a device. In the left navigation bar, expand the Device Management drop-down and select Gateway Information. Scroll down the center pane and look for labels. Click this drop-down to view the full list of labels. Labels that appear below the word Remove have already been applied. Anything above are available for you to apply. For this device, we see 3 labels have already been applied. Let's add a 4th. I'll select this one, and a 4th label instantly appears. As expected, scrolling up, it appears here too. Removing a label is just as easy as adding it. Click the drop-down, scan down for the label to remove, and click on it. Now we're back to just 3 labels. The user interface for applying and removing labels to subscriber records, firmware records, scripts, and users works in exactly the same way. I'll demonstrate once more and label a subscriber this time. From the Device Management drop-down in the left, select Subscriber Information. Scroll down to Labels, click the drop-down, and select the label you wish to add or remove. Now, we've made changes to this account record, so we must click the Save button to commit those changes. Today, you've seen labels applied to devices and subscribers, but they can also be attached to firmware records, users, or scripts. Note that there is a single, shared, system-wide bank of labels in Device Manager. All labels, no matter where you intend to use them, live right here in this big drop-down list. It's up to the discretion of the user applying the label to choose the label appropriate to the item being labeled. In the interest of clarity, your administrators may have provided additional documentation regarding where and under what circumstances to use the labels in your system. If available, be sure to reference this documentation. Putting labels on devices or subscribers in bulk is supported in a couple of ways. The easiest is when you perform a search at the landing page. Now note these references to device and subscriber labels down at the bottom. Utilizing these drop-downs, we'll add or remove labels to the entire found set associated with the search you just performed at the top of the page. This is a very powerful feature and sometimes difficult to undo completely, so use this with discretion. Labels have multiple benefits. As you've already seen, they can serve as a real-time reference for the CSR when bringing up an individual customer account record. They can also be leveraged during search. Want to see all the account records that use a particular label? You can. And don't forget to leverage labels in your reporting queries and bulk operations. In this tutorial, you've learned how to apply and remove labels, plus a short overview of how to leverage labels for day-to-day operations. This concludes this tutorial. Now go log into your Device Manager system and try out what you've learned.